Wait, do you need to be invited to the game, Joe?
Well, they're gonna do
Yeah, Joe needs
yes,
to be
I
in.
will need to be invited to the game.
Wait, who's Discord sharing? Mooney?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess Dan, can you leave then? Other
Yeah.
Dan?
I should be out of it.
You're still in spectators. For
Oh,
me, it is.
let me exit completely.
Will like that spectator?
Am I out now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It just bugged out because I gotta reconnect. Okay.
Are you online, Joe?
On League, yeah. Oh, I'm bot dog.
What?
What?
He's on a Smurf.
I don't have you added on. I don't have your Smurf.
Alright, that works, sure. Okay. I mean, I think you just leave no on the car.
Okay, it begins.
How's the draft beginning?
Yep, it begins.
All right. Let's see how this
Ready for
goes.
this? Ooh,
Aatrox ban?
ban. Spicy.
And Navia ban. Yep, expected.
Yup.
The crank?
Wow. That's dedication to that ban. I mean, Blitz is some people's kryptonite, so. Oh, they're just hovering it, aren't they?
What were they hovering?
Timo.
Ah.
Oh, set ban. I saw that too.
Zach's still getting a lot of attention in bans.
Ooh.
Kind of weird to ban Blitz though if you're playing Morgana.
It might be targeted specifically. Because they may want him on Nautilus, and the Aphelios picks make sense.
Oh hell yeah!
A Mumu. Nice.
Olaf. Let's see. They're gonna ban a top or mid laner.
Mid lane. Ziggs. Interesting. Okay.
That's interesting.
Shyvana. Yeah, they're gonna pinch top lane now. Next ban I expect is Jax.
Oh, Shen.
Should be Jax here. Yeah. All right, follow the wind is now picking. Yep, there it is. Mordekaiser.
There it comes.
I wonder if there's a world where that's a mid lane Morgana. Morgana Jinx is not like a great lane.
No, it isn't. But
Well, it was
Well,
yesterday,
oh. Well,
but that was Jack.
what if it is a mid lane Morgana? Ooh.
Yeah, I think
That would be
we-
the third time we see it in the tournament, right? Mid Morgana.
I'm not sure.
And I was
Yeah.
watching y'all's game before I started streaming. Jack did not play particularly well, to be honest. I think that game, or at least like the first 10 minutes or so that I was watching, he was just like, yeah. I think.
Okay. I'm gonna switch it over to client.
This is our first AP comma in this league, or
No,
did we
second.
have one? We
It's the
had one
second.
last week. Okay.
Wired played the first.
Okay.
Did somebody take a screenshot of the?
No, the teams are responsible for doing it themselves.
Yeah, that's not on you. That's their job.
I shall endure.
Fight you can't win.
Yeah, I think he knows, right? Any conversation. Thank you for the I don't know.
I smell fear.
So I go. Let me at 'em.
I'm interested to see what rune setup the Mumu takes, because I play a lot of Mumu, and I don't know, the like the traditional tanky build like doesn't work incredibly well here. I feel like it's like a more Olaf Nautilus, and like you really just want to be getting your ult off as much as possible on a Kog'Maw Aphelios. I feel like, you know, like an AP build could be good with a lot of CDR and Ultimate Hunter. Is Zoidberg going jungle, or is
Yeah.
he? Okay.
He plays jungle Mumu.
Okay.
I suspected when I saw the pick, but I wasn't sure. All right, Anna. Your game has stats have been updated. All right,
Nice.
Nice. My disgustingly terrible stats.
Oh, look at that small improvement. I like it. Who's laughing on stream?
We in?
We in. Is it working for everybody?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. You know, usual black screens. Everybody pops back in.
Oh.
And immediate pause.
Oh no. I asked for an ooh in chat.
What is the button I have to do to put up the scoreboard and like the stuff that you guys normally?
So there's a little eye.
Just hit I, and then that'll allow you
A
to
summoner has reconnected.
see
This.
Yeah, then you hit scoreboard. You can remove and add objective timers.
And then what do I?
Remove the time controls.
Is there a way to get? Will this just disappear on its own?
That'll stay there.
Hit I to
That's-
wait. What are you looking at? Hold on, I guess I can watch your stream at the same time. Get rid of that hitting I.
Yeah.
Does
And
it just do this?
yep. And X will let you flip between.
Yeah. Items and gold.
Yep. You should move the portraits of Amumu and Morgana. There we go. Awesome. Thank you, Mooney.
Oh, I want to tab out. Game, let me tab out.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Okay, I tabbed out. There we go.
Now we can't see the scores.
Why did it go away?
I think because you pressed the tab button, so I don't know, it just doesn't like it. I don't know.
Oh, Sofa getting a big buff from the having the best Olaf skin.
Oh my gosh, I need to get this to go away. Why?
What are you having trouble with?
What? Oh, the tab button is what's getting rid of it.
Yeah.
I just want to tab out.
There we go.
all I want. Oh, I did it. Oh, hallelujah. No, because I'm working it right now. So.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Man. So Ocean Dragons first. Standard bot leash. Olaf starting Raptors on their own.
Whoa, that was some interesting lag.
We've seen a lot of Mordekaiser, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think people really like it blind too.
I'm a little torn on the Morgan to Kog'Maw matchup because, like, yeah, she can shove the lane in and stop him from CSing efficiently, but like, they don't have any kill pressure mid, so he is gonna get big, you know.
Let's wait until Mumu. Olaf with the early gank misses the axe.
Oh. It looks like there's something going on bot.
Oh, aggressive
Oh.
flash in.
Thinking.
Oh. Oh.
That was very scary. If Amumu wasn't behind, I guess that was the whole point. Amumu was right there, but then he ran out of mana.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's flash and
Oh, missed the cannon.
Okay, okay. All the wind's doing a good job pushing in. Bot lane has a lot of control on it as well.
yeah.
But Will's gonna be able to pick up this whole wave if Sue helps him. No? Okay.
I'm surprised Will picked
Ooh.
Jinx here.
It's not bad.
All I see is pause. Oh my gosh, it's
It's
not.
also the Kog'Maw.
Oh my god.
Kog'Maw confirmed broken for BTL.
Kog'Maw, not BTL friendly.
What is it?
I think I'm good. Alright.
Oh, lag. It's lag in general.
Thoughts on the comps?
I see that Will's just looking to be the carry.
Sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, the comp is really straightforward. Thoughts on how it matches up, though?
I prefer Ask the Rabbit's comp.
Well, with
Why's that?
Lulu Morgana, it's hard to actually kill, but does Aphelios outdeal Aphelios Kog'Maw outdeal that damage, especially with the dive comp? I actually, in a 5v5, I think it'll take. Oh,
Oh.
Sopa's going aggressive.
He pops Conkers.
Morgana has pressure on him, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he recognized that. Is he greeting for it? He's getting pincered.
Sopa has flash.
He's getting pincered by the bot lane even.
pressure.
Why did the camera switch?
And a flash.
Oh, what's up? The flashed. Oh.
Oh, pretty good. Will's not gonna die. Oh, he healed. Surprised he healed. Sopa's here.
This is a good fight.
Flash can be. Kills for sure.
Yeah, some
Oh? No.
goodbye
There
Will.
we go.
Oh, Sopa's playing well. I think
Yes, I was playing.
doing good to invade like
Aggressive.
that, especially against
Yeah.
the move. He should be punishing. That's good.
Yeah, it was a good move from Ola. And the bot lane, like they had like a good wave state moved
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like compositionally, like I do think like I guess in terms of like pure damage, probably Aphelios, Kog'Maw do more damage, of course. But
I
like
think-
I also, on the other hand, like what you have to be thinking about is like ease of access and like can
Mhm.
they die? Like, do you think they would die before, say, the Jinx died?
So who? So Morgana does low damage. And then
Then do that low
Or-
damage.
Oh, interesting.
I
Glenn
guess
goes in
extended
for the
damage will
interrupt.
take a while, right?
Sure. I mean, if you look at my first Morgana game, I did 900 something damage per minute. No.
Yeah, the AOE pool.
But yeah, I mean, realistically, I guess the 2 core carry is like, you know, does not output as much damage as the 2 core carry on Acid Rabbits. But then I think that's balanced out by the fact that they have a much bigger tank line in the late game, and a lot of ways of keeping Jinx from like, you know, making mistakes essentially. For what it's worth. I mean, but on the other hand,
I feel
Acid
like
Rabbits
it's
has-
easier to execute combos actually.
Oh.
And he
Actually,
just safely
what,
walks the turret.
What's it called? The dive comp on red tier. Acid Rabbit.
yeah, I mean, it's not
Because,
really a dive comp, right? It's just
Or
the
like just a run.
just Olaf.
Yeah,
Sure.
and I think
But
that
yeah,
is-
it's
Hook.
Olaf.
Oh.
She's
Good.
fine.
and,
Traps there, right? Well,
and I put a lot of like I guess stock into ease of the comp for BTL as opposed to like. I guess it depends on how well Will plays, really. I think this game is. I mean, obviously it's on Will's hands because they built very supportive for him. So if he plays well, which so far he's been having a tough time.
Sure. I argue the most important person in this comp is probably the Morgana. Like realistically, if you're Will, you don't have to play well to win this game. You just have to play okay. Like your team has a lot of that burden behind it. Realistically, if you get the items and you have Black Shield, like you should be pumping damage, right?
Oh.
Sofa waiting on that smite. And then Zoidberg.
good try by Colin, but no dice.
I think I would have given that. Pretty hard to fight for that. But yeah, I mean, I think realistically, oh no.
I think Ward still dies here? No. Gets away.
Oh. Nice. But yeah, I think realistically, like, this king comes down to like, hey, can Olaf be enough of a threat? Maybe if Mordekaiser can snipe out Jinx before the Black Shield goes on her, stuff like that. In the late game, they do have a lot of damage. I think it'll just be like down to like your team fighting. I do think Will does have the onus of like outputting damage. Like he has to output damage like crazy and like frontline for this team to like a certain extent, I think. And if we can't output with all the support he's given, then I think they'll lose. But yeah, I think a lot of it is on Morgana. Like you have to protect the Jinx from like the Mordekaiser. And then you make sure that like Jinx doesn't get Nala's ult and locked down too hard for like Olaf to run at her. So I think a lot of the onus on this comp is on the Morgana to make sure she's playing like super well.
Oh, oops.
It's gonna go back to Druid. Also, basically every lane is like 10 to 15 CS behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're starting to freeze in bot lane. I guess now that the hook's down, they're doing okay.
There's a pretty big difference
Oh,
between the
what?
junglers right now.
Oh, good silence.
Olaf's here too. Sopa's really been playing pretty well for these last couple
Yeah.
of games.
Yeah, let's soak us up 1,000 gold on their jungler. And the Felios is also 1,000 gold up, basically.
Yeah, he did have a good Jarvan game last week as well.
Mm-hmm. I'm really surprised by MBS's move on Colin. Like, I know they're trying to be tricky to put Colin on like jungle, I assume, or Colin on jungle and like Morgana in mid, or Offer Shane in mid. But I can't help but think that there's like some disrespect that goes into it, you know? Like, you do this putting Colin on a Mumu into Olaf, and I think like, I don't know, wait, like what was the draft order? Was the Mumu before Olaf or after Olaf? Before?
I think it was.
I think
after.
It was after. It was after.
'Cause,
No, it's before. I'm looking at the draft right now. He picked it right before.
No, it was Morgana first pick, then Aphelios, then Jinx, and then Olaf, right?
Yeah, so he picked it before Olaf, no?
Before, yeah, that's what we're saying.
Oh, I thought you guys were saying after. Oh, really? Whatever. Anyways, I mean, that's even more troll. You're gonna blind it and leave up like the Olaf pick. Okay. Anyways, like either way, you're gonna blind first round a Mumu. Like you're gonna get something that picks into it that's like really powerful. And I think like in a world where you do that, like isn't that just disrespectful towards like the other team being able to punish you whatsoever? I think there's a slight air of that. Like if I see the pick at least, you know.
maybe they weren't expecting Sopa to play Olaf.
Maybe, but there's other junglers that would destroy it too. Sopa plays Lee Sin.
Yeah.
Would you really want to play like a Mumu into Lee Sin? I don't think you would.
No.
So like I don't know. I think it's a pretty risky proposition to pick it up so high in the draft, and I think it's getting punished like pretty hard. Sopa's been all over the map, and I mean realistically you play a Mumu for the scaling, but I don't know. Maybe you would see what they picked and see if you can actually scale.
Colin gets Mans. Cleanse, and there's the TP. They were gonna have to flash about this. Oh.
No. Ooh. But yeah, certainly. I like Sopa's been all over the map. He's been doing a lot of good stuff this game, and his laners have helped him too. Bot side has moved up. Like,
I mean, he has 100% kill participation.
For sure.
Olaf, that has to be big for Red's comp forward.
Really decent trade on food.
Lulu's standing a little too far out. It's a good pickup by Nautilus. He just sniffs it out.
Red team has slain the dragon.
Oh, oops.
Just so you can just press data, go back to directed camera.
Okay.
I talked for 10 minutes in this game before I realized I was muted.
I was like, but I didn't even realize you're here until you just like,
so rude.
Your voice came out of nowhere, and I was like, what, Jenny's been here?
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, that's a nice trade for Dragon, right? To get Rift Herald that first tower.
I think Rift Tail is actually more important.
Oh, Will gets caught.
Well, it depends on your comp, I think.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I think just having the dragon stacking so that you can like, you can just say, oh, we can get this next drag, or threaten to take the soul is really, really valuable.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, we have like a scaling comp. Maybe you just don't care about the Herald. Pick the dragons up so you can guarantee that you'll Infernal and then win.
Do you want a longer laning period though? Because Rift Herald is that change, right? I think.
And sometimes longer laning period translates to longer game period, you know. So like, I don't know. I think there's.
I would say it's better than scaling, right?
Well, that's what I mean. If you get the Herald, you cut down the laning period, no?
Hey Brian,
you force it early.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you said the word realistically? Was it like informative?
Maybe.
You just like, holy shit, I'm locked onto something.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like if you get the Herald and then you use the Herald, you accelerate.
But do you want to like farm? Because will you be able to hit your items
Oh, wait.
faster? How much
look at that.
gold do you gain from the
Oh,
getting
because he
the
was
towers
out
down,
range.
right? Because then, if you don't have if you're like too fast, I guess that's kind of like a first world problem.
Oh, I mean,
If you're
okay,
too
so
fast,
wait. Just
then-
restate your argument. What's your argument? Like,
it's-
you would
I guess it's
prefer
less of an
to
argument
take
and
Herald if
more
you're
of like
scaling
a-
comp?
I guess if you have a scaling comp versus a relatively versus the other like medium to mid game / early game comp, how important is it for you to like prevent that Rift Herald from going down? Because if you lose Rift Herald, but then it accelerates the game and the enemy.
It might accelerate the game, but it also can open up like a free spot for you.
One goes in. There's the orange TP.
Oh.
It's a great pull by Follow the Wind.
Oh.
Ooh, 2 hands with the kill.
You know, that's not a great thing. Orin doesn't. I think other people needed the gold more there.
I mean, you take what you can get.
Yeah, you beggars can't be choosers at this point.
It's true.
Uh,
It's gotten that bad.
Well, they definitely get the second Rift Herald if they want it. I don't think Stopa should have gone bot there, but
Man, the AP Cogma is just getting in so much poke for free.
They got 40 seconds, so they have time to reset and stuff. Or on the red side.
Ward's gonna go for the Rift. Blue team sees it.
There's a part of me that thinks that this Morgana build is misguided. I would have gone Glacial because I think with the immobile carries that I need to kill on Acid Rabbit's side, I would have gone like the Glacial build to try to like amp up my pick potential on them. And considering I'm not a focal point of the team when it comes to damage, I don't know if I really need to go common or anything like that. I don't think it was like a game-losing decision or anything, but I think it's just like I'm curious what his rationale was. Just more damage potential on those carries.
Because the more glacial or Comet's also gonna be popping on more than Nautilus anyway, though.
Yeah. Oh wow, Will almost.
Oh, good ult.
Oh,
nice.
Kog'Maw gets pre-smashed.
well,
Get a tower. Huh.
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 They're gonna lose base turrets if Jinx doesn't get back.
Oh. Oh. Oh, wait a second. That was pretty cool, actually.
I don't think he can do much there.
Yeah, that was a clean escape.
That was super clean. I really enjoyed that.
Level 13 versus level 9. That Q did so much damage.
Oh. This is a stall and delay game for NBS.
Yeah.
The next dragon is Infernal Soul, which is this hellish Aphelios and Kog'Maw with Infernal Soul. So difficult to deal with.
Yeah, especially Kog'Maw. I mean, it just pops you.
Yeah. I think this might be even the time of the game where I intentionally funnel as much CS onto Jinx as possible, and have my have side laners that pick up waves, like literally freeze lanes for Jinx to come in and pick up CS.
I'm pretty sure they could threaten Baron, the red team. So, but I guess they're looking for.
They don't need to, right?
Do you think AP? Oh,
No.
do you think AP Kog'Maw is here to stay? Like, is this his identity now, or are they gonna take it down a
nerfed
notch?
it every time it became popular in the past.
They've always like
Like,
lowered it, right?
Mhm.
He's like come into meta as AP Kog'Maw like more than once, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you deal with it by giving mid lane pressure on it, but they weren't really like. I think the Mumu pick was really something there, right? Like, how are you gonna be able to pressure the Kog'Maw when they have an Olaf and you have an Amumu jungle?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, they can maybe turn this around.
But Aphelios,
Nah.
Kog'Maw.
No, the Aphelios and
down.
Kog'Maw
Yeah, they can't get to the back line.
I think that's game.
That should be
Yeah.
game.
Surely.
I mean, it was a good attempt, right? It's like you kind of gotta try for something, but
Yeah. I think in the end, the draft just honestly caught up to them really quick. Like, they loaded in, and the Olaf just took advantage of the Amumu, and like at that point, there's not much doing.
We're
I think, like-
with 3 perfect games, 3 perfect scores.
Yeah, and like, kudos to Acid Rabbits for having the Olaf pick like so easily available there. Like, hey, they see the weak lanes, like, fuck it,
And
pick Olaf,
capitalizing,
run over the
yeah.
game. Yeah.
I think Sopa played very well.
yeah.
Ah. All right. Okay.
Alright, ending stream now.